What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about Canadian Heritage Minutes, which are these 1 minute long videos that teach you about important moments and people throughout all of Canadian history. And today, I am continuing my journey watching all of the Canadian Heritage Minutes. I've currently watched 27 out of 100. We are officially over a quarter of the way done to watching 100 Heritage Minutes. Holy cow, there's a lot of these, but I really enjoy these quite a bit. And today, we are starting off with a Heritage Minute called Flags. Flags. MP John Matheson, a member of Parliamentary Committee to choose national flags. Oh, this is about choosing the Canadian flag, the iconic flag of Canada, the maple leaf. Oh, awesome. There's a whole Heritage Minute devoted to this topic. That makes sense. I'm excited for this. Okay, I know the Canadian flag has like an interesting history to it, and an interesting history about how it was chosen, right? Surveys the many designs proposed for consideration. Right, so, man, I learned about this a while ago, actually. That was a very early video I did on this channel, actually. There was like a contest or something, right? To design the Canadian flag, and there were a lot of designs to choose from. Cool. Is there any other information we need to know here? National flag of Canada, known as the Canadian flag, or maple leaf flag, l'uniforme in French. I'm sure I just butchered that. Consists of a red field, white square, where it sits a stylized 11-point red maple leaf. 11-point red maple leaf. 11 points, huh? I didn't know that. Oh, it's kind of geometric, kind of mathematical. Okay. A joint committee of the Senate and House of Commons voted for the flag. 1964. That's crazy. I forgot how recently the Canadian flag was voted for. Like, the Canadian flag as we know it. It's just been the Canadian flag for me my entire life. But it only existed in, like, starting in 1964. That's amazing. Wow. Not that long in the scheme of things. Months of debate, after which the final design, adopted by Parliament, approved by royal proclamation. Did the Queen, like, have to approve this or something? Became Canada's official flag in 1965. Yes, that's a perfect background for me. And there were... Oh, what's this? Another flag? Almost reminds me of, like, the Quebec flag, right? Flag of Franco-Americans from Upper Louisiana. Really? Louisiana? That's part of the United States. I didn't know about this flag. What is this? Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm just gonna be here, stuck here all day if I don't move on to the video. Be like, what's this? What's that? Okay, this is Heritage Minutes Flags.
You won't believe some of these proposals. Look at this one. And this.
What? What is that? What? Whoa, man, that's harsh. What the heck? These are flags that were, like, proposed for Canada? I mean, they're not as good as, like, ultimately the maple leaf flag, but he's roasting these flags. Jeez. Someone worked hard on this red blob with 2 dots on it.
Look at this one. And this.
This just looks like a car logo or something. Okay.
Now this is what I wanted from the start.
Oh. Whoa, wait. This was also on the, this was on the information page. This flag here. What is this? This was like, this must have been a proposed design, because the final design obviously was influenced by this right here. This one would have been okay. 3 maple leaves, it's like on a branch. Like, it makes sense. Does the 3 represent anything? 3 of anything? The 1 maple leaf is like, Canada. 1. We are 1, Canada. We're a leaf. We're a maple leaf. That's us right there. At least has some kind of logic to it, so I think I like it a little better.
From the start. But Mike Pearson wants this. Well, he is the Prime Minister. But blue is not an official Canadian color.
Right, okay. It's not
Meanwhile,
bad.
John Diefenbaker and the Tories want this.
Oh, wait, what? Whoa. Yeah, I don't know about this. I get it, Canada, relationship to Britain. Between you and me, I'm so glad Canada did not go with this one right here. I'm glad.
You know, the only way I'll ever get the whole committee together is to persuade my liberals to reject their own prime minister's choice.
Oh, the Prime Minister of Canada at the time was saying he wanted this. So it takes some, like, guts, some cojones to go up to the Prime Minister and be like, we don't like your choice for our flag. But I think this is worth, debating over. It's the flag of your country. It's pretty darn meaningful.
Choice. Well, the Tories will agree to that at least.
Ooh, look at these.
One...
Look at this. It's got a beaver. It's got a beaver on and he's chewing a tree. It's a beaver gnawing at a tree. And there's a decaying maple leaf next to him that's proportionally the same size as a beaver. That's a big leaf. And it says Canada right on it. This looks like, no offense, but like what a kindergartner would come up with. God bless him, but like writing the words of the country on the flag, Canada, that's like not even the point. It's supposed to like be a symbol of Canada. That's funny. I like the beaver gnawing at a tree and a leaf. Oh, okay. That one didn't get chosen. That's funny.
One design here that the whole committee can agree on that says Canada. No mistake about it.
Wow, look at these.
I wonder. Prime Minister and Mr. Diefenbaker, I was just talking about you. Are we all going to the same party?
Amazingly, John Matheson MP would achieve the unanimity he sought.
Wow, the Canadian flag was not the Canadian flag as we know it. I think the one that Canada ended up with is awesome. It's the perfect amount of bold, colorful, striking, also kind of fun. Like, to Americans, it's a bit playful in a way. I know Canadians take it very seriously, but the fact that it is like a leaf is like kind of cool. There's not any other flag like that. That's kind of what I mean. Sort of artistic. All right, I like that a lot. Let's keep going here. We also have Richard Pierpoint. Never heard of him. At 68, a formerly enslaved black loyalist enlists men for the Colored Corps. I don't know what the Colored Corps is. An instrumental company in the War of 1812. Formerly enslaved black loyalist? This has to do with... This is a black man existing in 1812. Enlisting men for the Colored Corps. They don't exactly say what the purpose of that is. Oh, here we go. Here's a little more info. Colored Corps, known as Runche's Company of Colored Men, or the Black Corps, was a militia company of black men raised during the War of 1812. So they were like grouping up men to fight. And this was an all-black regiment. Richard Pierpoint, there he is, with his gun running around, created in Upper Canada, where enslavement had been limited in 1793. Wow, way ahead of the United States by the sound of it. The Corps was comprised of free and enslaved black men, but there still were black slaves at that time. Many were veterans of the American Revolution, where they fought for the British. Okay. Wow. This is about black Canadians and also a little bit about maybe black Americans. Maybe the video will shed some light on this. I got a little background on this, but let's see what this is about. This is Bondu, Senegal, 1760.
When he was only 16, Richard Pierpoint was enslaved in Senegal and taken to America.
Wow. Yeah, that's literally like from Africa, I believe. Literally showing people like, the reality of it for many, many, many people. So I actually appreciate them showing that because it is a disgusting but real part of American history. So he was enslaved, captured, brought to the United States. Okay. And now he's older. He somehow made his way to Canada. I don't know if he's a free man at this point.
All us men have sworn on this petition to fight.
You're an old man. The British Army has militias and trained soldiers.
Oh, hey, whoa. Harsh again. Like, the guy just wants to fight for you, for crying out loud, and you're gonna be like, no? What? And he's not that old. Like, what? So he was enslaved, brought to America, got his freedom, went to Canada, and is now wanting to fight for Britain in Canada in the War of 1812. I think I got it.
I fought with the British during the American Revolution.
Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. That was... Hey, wait, I don't know about this guy anymore. He was fighting against our American Revolution. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, that's fine. And now, so he is loyal to the British Empire, and this is another war of 1812 between America and Britain in Canada. So he's wanting to enlist again for the British. Okay.
Land and farm it. Leave the Americans to us.
With respect, sir. I was born a free man, and I intend to die one. Your officers fight for land and money. I fight for my freedom.
Wow. Wow. So I'm a little confused here because I just don't know much about the history at this point in time. He believes he's fighting for his freedom by fighting against the United States. I guess at that time, the United States was trying to conquer that part of Canada, even though we were fighting the British. And to him, that's his home. So he wants to fight for his home, fight for his freedom. I think that's what we're getting at here.
Richard Pierpoint was one of thousands of black loyalists who won their freedom in the American Revolution.
Wow.
30 years later, at the age of 68, he petitioned for an all-black unit that would defend Upper Canada during the War of 1812.
Wow. Okay, so he just wanted to create a unit of all black soldiers on their side of the conflict, just seemingly to represent free, or actually it said there were also black slaves part of this, basically to represent black men fighting for this cause, by the sound of it. That's cool. That's a very specific part of history I don't know much about, so I do appreciate this Heritage Minute for that purpose. And it also even made the United States look like the bad guys, which, no, I mean, impossible, right? Totally crazy. Definitely never could happen. All right, let's take a look here. We got one more Heritage Minute. Norman Kwong. This is an interesting one, because this, I saw, is the most recently made Heritage Minute. Canada is still making Heritage Minutes. They made one in 2024, this year. This is it. This is the most recently made Heritage Minute, and it's about someone named Norman Kwong. Our newest Heritage Minute celebrates Norman Kwong, first CFL player, CFL, Canadian Football League, player of Chinese heritage, and four-time Grey Cup winner. I don't know what the Grey Cup is. This is a Chinese Canadian Football League player who was very, very good by the sound of it. So good that he got his own Heritage Minute. Let's see if the Wikipedia says any more background about him. Norman Kwong, Canadian football player, played for the Calgary Stampeders. I don't know Canadian Football League teams, so this is fun for me. The Stampeders, the Edmonton Eskimos of the Canadian Football League, active businessman, politician, part owner of the Calgary Flames. Wow. 16th Lieutenant Governor of Alberta. This man's amazing. What a freaking life he's lived. Okay. I'm not going to read too much more about his backstory because I think that's the purpose of this Heritage Minute. And he's going to decimate some people in football as well, which is always great. This is the most recent Heritage Minute, and it already looks like it's shot way differently. This looks very modern, so that's going to be cool to see. 43rd Grey Cup. This is 1955. Edmonton versus Montreal. Okay.
Sports is life. It's clear cut.
Oh. Here he is in Calgary.
Everything's out in the open. There's nowhere to hide.
What? Oh. No dogs allowed or Chinese. So there is some very obvious Chinese racism happening here. Where again? Did he say Calgary? Calgary, yes. This kid just beat up three other kids. No problem. No wonder he's a freaking football star in the future. This is another sad one. Another sad reality of history, I guess you could say. And I didn't know about this. Obviously, there's racism and discrimination against people of Chinese heritage that has existed in the United States. But I didn't know about this in Canada as well. Good to bring attention to this, though. Wow.
I had to prove myself. More than anyone else.
You must be so proud of your son. He's gonna go pro.
Wait a minute. Oh, now suddenly everyone likes him. Suddenly everyone is his best friend. Once Normie Kwong, the China what? What's his nickname? The China Clobberer? The China Clasher? What would be a good football nickname? He's really good at football. Although he does feel like he has to prove himself more than the average person due to the stigma. Now people are suddenly hyping him up now that he's making a name for himself.
The sky's the limit.
Oh, the parents don't know.
There's always a winner and a loser.
Wow.
You cannot reach the sky in broken cleats.
Oh!
Of course.
Hey!
I always want to be the winner.
Wow, wholesome. Wow, wholesome. I thought the parents were, like, disparaging him. Like, oh, no, that's not for you. You're going to run the shop one day. No. They're working hard to buy him new cleats. This is nice. This is wholesome.
And I did reach the sky.
Norman Kwong, the first
Wow.
Chinese-Canadian professional football player, still holds records to this day. He
Really?
retired from the sport in 1960 and later became Lieutenant Governor of Alberta.
Seriously. Faced all that discrimination growing up, beat the odds, became like a great football player, then became like a politician and business owner. What a guy. What a story. I totally understand why he got his own Heritage Minute. That was really fun to watch. And I think with that, that's actually the end of the line here. That was very good. 3 Heritage Minutes today, down. So now I've seen 30. And I enjoyed these very much. Really cool how they cover such different aspects of Canadian history. Very, very specific parts of Canadian history that I would never learn about any other way. I can tell you that. So I really do appreciate these, and these were fun today. These were good stories. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these Heritage Minutes today. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.